In late July of 2011, a new development. Clay Waller's days of freedom came to an end. Authorities picked him up in Dunklin County, and we were there. Clay, do you have any comment? He was arrested in Malden, Missouri on charges not related to his estranged wife's disappearance. He now faced a charge of stealing from a Cape Girardeau company and also a harassment charge.
As we pulled in, myself and another officer was there, and other officers were coming, and we just basically walked up to the manager of the motel, made contact with him, and in speaking to him, we observed Mr. Waller, and he was taken into custody without incident.
Waller now faced federal charges for making internet threats. Authorities clearly did not want him on the streets. We were all surprised when at his federal detention hearing, a lot of details came out regarding this case.
Whatever happens with him, happens with him. We just want our daughter back.
It's been more than 3 months. Jackie Waller disappeared June 1st, last seen at her soon-to-be ex-husband's home in Jackson. From that moment on, Waller's parents say they knew they'd never see their daughter again alive.
There wasn't any doubt in my mind that night.
On Thursday morning, Clay Waller appeared in court for a detention hearing regarding the alleged death threat he made to Jackie Waller's sister, Cheryl Brinicki, on the website Topics. The twist in the courtroom came when the U.S. Assistant Attorney worked to show the judge Clay Waller should be held without bond, calling him a flight risk and a danger. Prosecutor Larry Farrell says Waller murdered Jackie Waller. He presented the judge with this 10-page affidavit signed by an FBI agent that reveals evidence in the case, including blood spatter evidence from 2 walls inside Clay Waller's residence and several pieces of cut-up carpet and carpet pad hidden out of view in the back of a crawl space. One piece, according to the affidavit, had a large blood stain that the crime lab confirmed contained Jackie Waller's DNA.
There's a lot more evidence they haven't told you about yet. Hopefully his lawyer will understand that the jig is up, as they say. It's time for him to start talking.
Clay Waller's federal public defender questions why it took investigators so long to present this evidence to the court. In the affidavit, Waller allegedly told police the blood came from a kitchen accident in which his wife's face bled. He told investigators it was no big deal. The other jaw-dropping moment, the alleged confession Clay Waller made. According to the prosecution, James Waller, Clay's father, is prepared to testify that his son told him he killed his wife and buried her in a hole.
This has been a very close-kept secret.
Waller Sr. is in a nursing home and can't be brought to court. A request to take the court to Mr. Waller was denied by the judge. However, the prosecution is seeking a deposition. Meanwhile, portions of Jackie Waller's diary she kept on her work computer were revealed to the court. A few examples of those. Clay threatened me again. He asked me why I didn't just take his gun out of my car, put it in my mouth, and end myself so he could raise the kids. In another entry, Clay told me that I didn't deserve to live, and he wishes he had a gun so he could blow my head off that day. He told me that a divorce would be my death sentence. Clay Waller has not been charged in connection with his wife's disappearance. Investigators remain focused on one thing: finding Jackie Waller.
She's still missing, and we're still on it every day. And our hopes, our first and foremost priority is to find her.
And police are currently working to build a case with or without a body. The Rawsons just want their daughter found, especially for the sake of her 3 children, who turn 6 next month.
The goal is to get our girl back. I want to be able to take them triplets over and say, your mom's right there. You see that tombstone right there? It says Jackie Waller on it. That's your mom.
Saying they refuse to give up until she's found.
The evidence began to stack up. How long would it take for murder charges to be filed?